Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where awkwardness has ensued because we have inherited very swiftly indeed. And so that means that things are going to be strange. Now we are the wrong religion and we want to do something about that. I have looked up how you change it. You click here on your religion and then you go into other faiths, uncheck only step phase, which may not be there depending on what religion you are, but uncheck that and then you can just choose it from the list and convert to faith. Now, some of our people will not convert, and we don't have 250 faith. So that's going to be interesting. We are missing 69 faith currently, but our vassals will not convert, but that's okay. So we need 250 faith, so we're working on that. We are a wealth focus, and we have some real factionalism issues. There's no doubt about that. So, what can we do? Well, let's go through our powerful factions, which is currently... There's this Liberty faction. That's an interesting one. Let's see here. There's... This one's irrelevant, actually, but some of these people might be both in there. Okay. Our vassals are really angry, so that's a thing. Khanum of Bohemia. Okay. I'm just wondering if she's in multiple factions. She probably is. She has an unmarried princess. That we can't... She's in prison. Awkward. Very awkward indeed. Okay, well... This Liberty faction is the primary issue here, right? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, that imprisonment is very awkward. Okay, well, maybe we can go for Great Moravia instead, even though they're substantially less useful. We can then do something like this. And then perhaps also grab Poland out of there. Something like this. Okay, that'll help. Now, as far as this war goes, I'm hoping that the war will wrap up quickly. Because we do need to get out of it. Okay, that did do away with some of those factions. Yes. All of the factions are currently too weak to send an ultimatum. That is good. Now, this number is not strictly true. I don't know how off it is. It's not hugely off. But it's also not strictly speaking true. So we're going to get these sieges done. Okay, I'm not surprised that this dangerous faction is happening. I'm not surprised by this at all. Is there anything we can do about it, though? What is a bagatelle? Okay, that's a knight. That's not helpful. Noted. Okay. We're at 184 piety right now and gaining 1.54 per month. Now, we could attempt to get our realm priest to endorse us. That is an option. I do want to have our wife manage domain, I think. Okay. Neighbor war has been resolved. And we're going to put down this army as soon as this fort is taken, I think. Let's see, where are our onagers? Over here? Fine. That's okay. We're currently... Fascinating arched saddle. Hang on a moment. Oh, because we can't get this because we're not Prussian. Oh, that's so awkward. I just realized. Can we convert culture? You know what? I don't know if we can convert our own culture at this point. Let me look that up. CK3 convert culture. To change your culture, you first have to move your realm capital to a county with the culture that you want. Now, this is our realm capital, is it not? Yes, it is. And it is Prussian. This is a culture head. Okay. Once you've done this, you gain a decision to convert to local culture at a cost of your prestige. Okay, how much prestige is that going to cost? Where's our decisions? Convert to local culture. 82 more prestige, and we can't be at war. Okay. I think this is fine. We're going to be able to convert over soon enough. We'll get out of debt. 28 months on that faction. 20 months on the Liberty faction. That faction isn't actually an issue. But we need to put these pieces back together for sure. This is certainly awkward timing for a double succession like that. Especially with us being of the wrong religion and culture. That was a, like, quadruple whammy there. Okay. We are not able to disband this army currently. Let's walk this direction and see if we can disband and lose less money. No. Let's head into our territory. Yes, now we can. Okay, we're losing far less money now, and let's go ahead and ransom some of these prisoners. And hopefully, we'll be able to get enough ransom. This isn't a lot. It'll start getting us out of debt, but that's it. Okay, I do see that army of Constantinople on their way up. It's not a very powerful army. And we have 4 months left on this siege. I think we're sufficiently ahead on the siege curve. I hope we are, anyway. Oh, this guy gave us 75 gold. That's nice of him. Okay, 3 months here. They're not starting their siege yet. Now they're starting their siege. 3 years. Plenty of time. Excellent. We're still losing a little bit of money. There's 39 loot here, so that's good. We're at 35% on the war score right now. Faction targeting us has disbanded. We're very borderline on these factions. Okay. Well, let's finish this off. We have 38 more days. There is a large breach there. They have no breach yet. They still have 2 years left. So that's good for us. 10 more days. We are now making a small amount of money. That's very, very good. Okay. Let's get down here. We did take a prisoner in that siege. Let's ransom them to get us even closer to being out of debt. There we go. We're incredibly close to being out of debt. We can change this guy's contract. And so we shall. We're going to make a small amount of extra money there. I don't actually want to fight this battle. Well, we're not going to lose that decisively, I don't think. Oh, maybe we are. I suppose this is defensive hill terrain for them. But we have our reinforcements kind of on the way. Okay, let's just get out of there. I don't want to fight that. I never did want to fight that, if I'm honest. We're retreating up over that way? Okay, that's real awkward. We're just going to raise up new troops over here. And we'll disband these guys. We want to have about 3,000 here or so. This is probably sufficient. So let's stop gathering for right now. Group up. Okay, noted. Hang on a moment. 5th, 1st, and 4th Army of Constantinople. Adding up to 12,000 troops. The man has 7,000 troops. This math isn't adding up. I see 14,000 troops here. This is twice as much. You know what? This is just for a single county. Let's white peace this. Let's end this war. Let's get out of here. This isn't worth it. Okay. Let's disband our troops. And let's work on putting our pieces back together here. So, first thing we need to do is convert our culture. If we can. Convert to local culture. I acknowledge who I am. We are back to being Prussian. Fantastic. That should, on its own, be a big help in getting our opinion up. I mean, it's still going to be rough. But that should help. Next, we need 250 faith, or rather 250 piety, to be able to convert our religion, which is kind of weird, right? We need to, like, be a good Tengri in order to be a non-Tengri. That seems a little strange. Regardless, we can go on a pilgrimage. It will cost us some money, but we'll gain some piety. We want to go somewhere close if we can. Ugh, these are all very far away. This is not the right time, I'm sorry. We can't do that right now, then. Okay. So, golden obligations is clearly what we want to go for. We're also still working on fabricating our claims over here. I would love to revoke this title from her. Her odds of accepting this is going to be pretty low. So that's a thing. But that is, of course, why we were working on swaying her. Are we no longer swaying her? I think that was our previous life that we were swaying her. Yeah, our aunt and sister-in-law. That's awkward. Ah. She's married to our half-brother. Okay, yeah, that's a little awkward, but not as awkward as I thought it was. Good to know. We can lawfully imprison Princess Gulbis. She holds none of the counties we're actually interested in. And that's only a 30% chance of success, so I don't think that's worth doing. Okay. That's apparently our rival. Now, I do want to make sure that... Domestic affairs. Okay, good. Well, we definitely do need to get some work done here. There's no doubt about that. So, this ultimatum is in 7 months. The Queen of Croatia. She is not in this faction. This is only a Liberty faction, so this isn't the biggest deal. We can deal with a Liberty faction. We don't have another child, do we? Or a sibling that is available for this. You dead? Yes, you are dead. Okay. Actually, our half-brother is unmarried. Hang on a moment. Queen of White Rus. Okay, so this is a faction to install our uncle. Okay. I'm just thinking here. I think that we should get rid of this faction, given the option. We don't have control over our brother-in-law. Never mind. I don't think there's too much we can do. I think that we are currently in a situation where we have to accept that factions are going to pop, just because of the double succession. Okay, well, it's certainly not ideal. We're only going to have one faction pop, right? Because this faction, if it pops, which is actually really close to not popping. If it pops, then we accept going down to High Crown Authority. I think that's okay. If the other one pops, we'll have to fight it. And that could get interesting. So we need to save up our cash, but what we need more than anything is claims. We need time to make claims on these counties to get ourselves back in that position that we were in 2 lives ago at this point. Double succession hurts a lot. Especially considering we were fighting a war at the time. Like, a single succession would have been okay, but a double succession means that we have opinion of predecessor malices. And all of our powerful vassals are just going to absolutely hate us. That said, converting to Vitalist will help a lot. A whole lot. Because we currently have minus 20 unreformed opinion and minus 10 Tengriism is hostile opinion. Now, we don't have the piety currently to convert over, and we don't have the gold to go on a pilgrimage. Because Tengri locations are super far away. I still think it's very strange that converting costs 250 opinion. Or 250 faith. That's kind of baffling to me, because you have to be faithful in order to convert to a different religion. Isn't that kind of the opposite of the point? Very, very strange. Conversion cost 250. Difference in fervor plus 46%. Converting to a different religion 100%. Yeah, baffling. I do not understand why that costs faith. It probably shouldn't. And it didn't in Crusader Kings. This lady is attempting to seduce us. And no. Get out of here. We're making almost no money right now. Why are we suddenly not making money? Why are we suddenly losing money? We have raised armies? Oh, we do! I never put this army down. What am I doing? They were retreating when I hit disband all, so they couldn't be retreated. Of course. That's a lot of wasted money, but that's entirely on me. That's 100% my fault. I should have thought of that. That does also mean that we're going to be reinforcing a little bit faster. The Liberty faction is now too weak to send an ultimatum. This one is the only faction that we have to worry about. She is Vitalist. They all are. If we could convert, we would be able to negotiate an alliance with Princess Gulbis. Actually, we wouldn't, because she's a claimant. That would not happen. Okay. We have no chance of succeeding, and that event never popped, giving us a chance to imprison her. So, that means that this is happening. That she's going to send the demand. Now, she technically doesn't have as much power as we do. Not quite. I'm kind of surprised she hasn't already sent the demand. There it is. Okay. No, we are not going to let this happen. We will not be threatened. We're going to rally the troops. And keep in mind that that calculation does not appear to calculate in allies. Like this guy. Excellent. Okay, so they're immediately heading into our capital. We are going to move our rally point over to here. And who all is in this? Princess Gulbis, who of course is this here. White Rus and Croatia. Croatia's a long ways away. I don't think we need to worry about that just yet. The war leader is the Queen of Croatia. Okay. She will arrive in 7 days. And she has decided to stop, and I don't blame her. Just show me to my room. Okay. This guy has joined the war. Excellent. We are going to stop gathering at this point. And we're going to come over here and attack. Excellent. So this is White Rus over here. Our mangonels are here. So that is fine. We'll be able to siege this down pretty easily, I think. That's... okay, that's a level 8 fort. Fair enough. Now, there is another dangerous faction brewing. This is an independence faction, and I don't think that they're actually a problem. This faction is back. Okay. I wonder what the odds of white peace will be. Normal. Normal odds. Okay, well, this is certainly going to be interesting. Our piety is a problem. We should be able to convert without spending 250 piety, in my opinion. But, like, in terms of logic, for gameplay purposes, I understand having a restriction on it and a cost, but I don't know, that's just a little bit strange, if you ask me. That particular cost. Like, having it cost prestige? That would actually make sense. Okay, so these guys are actually just going to siege various locations near them, is what they're going to do. We can come over this way and see if we can link up with our ally, potentially. Because Croatia is just going to siege as well, most likely. We are going to be getting Barsha eventually. I don't know if this person will be amenable to letting us take this, because we've not been successful in swaying her. Once again, we are being stopped from doing things by the fact that we're Tengri and can't convert just yet. Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on that situation over there. The King of Poland is being disloyal. He'll pay us 20 gold, or he'll increase his feudal taxes, or we can become his friend. Is he in one of these factions? I don't think he is. Yeah, he's already not in a faction. He must pay his due. We actually have an alliance with him. Okay, let's grab golden obligations. There we go. And I would love to hit this force over here. Finish up this siege. Okay, Kiev is under siege. That is expected. 72 gold. That was also expected. Now, she won't accept this. She'll rise up with other disgruntled vassals, of which there are currently a great plenty. However, that might eventually be okay. Right now, it's not. There's no doubt about that. But it might eventually be okay. Okay, we're gonna come over this direction. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to try to pick up these pieces, but double successions are super rough in CK3. Not quite as bad in CK2 because you have the technologies for opinion on short reign years. You have the technologies for just flat noble opinion, things like that. And the soldier system is different too. So it's not as bad in CK2, but it's really rough in CK3. For now, though, you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time when we're probably going to have to just allow the Liberty faction to have their way.